Hey guys, I know that this is probably awkward. I don't have my normal setup. I'm currently house sitting at my parents' house and didn't want to grab all of my lighting equipment and camera equipment, tripod, all of that. But I really did want to film this video. So excuse the fact that I have no makeup on, my hair is up. I'm in my workout clothes because I'm going to the gym soon, but this is actually something that I had filmed a year ago and just never posted, and a lot has changed since then, so I just wanted to make a video just kind of talking about my mental health issues. I don't know if I've ever said this before, but when I was 15, I was diagnosed with ADHD and depression, which to me I thought was really weird because I'm technically hyperactive, but I had the depression. And I was taking medication for my ADHD, and it just made me feel sick. I didn't like becoming dependent on it and only being able to focus when I was taking my medicine. And so I stopped taking medicine and have learned how to cope with my ADHD. Every once in a while, it's difficult, but I have learned how to deal with it. And every once in a while, my depression will come back for no reason really at all. It's not like something will happen, and it'll just kind of come back. And then about a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with anxiety. And I could never figure out why I always felt so panicked, always so worried and on edge. And I felt like when I was overly anxious, that's when my depression would kind of sink in. And I realized that with my depression and my anxiety, I was losing motivation. I was losing determination to do anything. And that included filming videos. And even though it's something that I really love doing tutorials and all of that, I didn't have that drive to sit down and film and then edit them. I would film videos and go to edit them and not edit them, not have the determination. And so in the last probably year, I filmed a good 10 videos that I just never uploaded. And they were like time sensitive things. So like a monthly favorites or something like that. Or like I've been getting BoxyCharm and I would film my BoxyCharm unboxing, but then I would never edit it. And obviously I can't put up a May BoxyCharm in August because that just really wouldn't make sense. So I kind of realized that it was affecting, my anxiety was affecting a lot more than just my mood. And I decided to go see a psychiatrist, and it's the same psychiatrist that I had been seeing when I was diagnosed with my ADHD and depression once I turned 18. I saw somebody else before I was 18, but it's been the same doctor, so she's kind of been with me, kind of known what I've been going through, stuff like that. And so I realized that I needed to do something. It was affecting my relationships with others. I was lashing out when I was anxious because I didn't know how to handle it. And last year when I filmed this video, and some of the things I said in that, I again never uploaded it, was talking about how you shouldn't be ashamed if you have depression or anxiety or any other mental health issue, because there's lots of people out there that have the same issues. And I feel like if nobody talks about it, that stigma of it being a negative thing is going to still be there. And looking at me, I would never come across as somebody that would have anxiety, depression, ADHD, anything like that. But that's because there's no specific type of person that has it. There's lots of different people. And I feel like if you feel like if you feel anxious a lot, or there's certain things that kind of will set you off, if you will, or whatever the case may be, don't be afraid to talk to somebody about it. It could be that maybe your best friend is dealing with the same thing and you never knew it, or, whatever the case may be, but talking about it and getting help is not something to be ashamed of. I'm currently taking medication for my anxiety that I take every day, and it has helped a lot. David has seen a huge change in my attitude and mentality, all of that, to where I'm just a lot more calm. When I'm anxious, I can get mean, and it's unfortunate that I get like that, and it's not fair to him to take it out on him because I'm feeling anxious, especially because 99.999% of the time, he's not even the reason why I feel anxious. It's just a situation that I'm in, or something's not going the way that I wanted to, whatever the case may be, but it's not his fault. It's nobody else's fault that's happening. So taking your frustration, your anxiety, your stress out on them isn't fair. And so that's something that I'm still working on. My medicine definitely does help, but there's also things that I have to do to make sure that doesn't happen, that it's outside of what the medicine does. But I definitely feel like because of my anxiety issues, I did have a hard time with filming and editing because of that motivation. It just wasn't there. I would go home and I would get into bed and I'd sleep. And I wouldn't really spend much time with David, or if I was with David, I was on my phone. And I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really there. I was there physically, but I wasn't there mentally, and that's not fair. And so definitely have been trying to focus on that. I was going back to school for a while, and that was just causing me really bad anxiety because I don't do well with online classes, and that's the kind of classes that I was taking. So I was extremely stressed out from that, and trying to balance working full-time, and I commute, and then trying to go to school on top of that. That unfortunately YouTube just kind of took a backseat to that, and David's been doing a lot of stuff on a podcast, so we've been going to conventions and doing stuff like that, so that kind of took a front seat to what was going on, and my YouTube just kind of went into the back, and I really miss it. I really want to get back into filming videos regularly, and getting onto some sort of schedule. I think I'm going to start trying to film on Fridays again, because that's the day that I'm home, but David's at work, so I don't have any distractions or anything like that, anything that has to happen until later in the evening. So if I film on like Friday mornings, I'm hoping to be able to get back into it. I really do miss it, and I really enjoy filming and doing makeup tutorials and all of that. So I'm hoping that this motivation, so I'm really hoping that it'll stay and that I'll be able to get back into the swing of things. I also feel like because I've been working on myself mentally and physically, that's also boosting my kind of motivation and confidence. So I'm hoping that with a combination of all of these different things that I'm doing to kind of change how I'm feeling, that it will be good. But I just wanted to come out there and say what's been going on. And I know that it's difficult because I'll film and then I'll go months without filming, and then I'll film and then I'll go months without filming, and it's not consistent. And Granted, this isn't my full-time job. I have a full-time job. It's not like I'm making money from my channel or anything like that. So it's not like I have that obligation to film, but it's not like this is where my money, my income is coming from. And so obviously I have to think about, my priorities and stuff like that, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back to that. We had planned on going to VidCon this year, and we're really excited about that. And then David and I just kind of realized we hadn't been uploading. It didn't make sense for us to go to VidCon and try to promote ourselves and meet other YouTubers when it wasn't something that we were taking seriously. So yeah, it just stuff like that. So hopefully I know David's been doing uploading because of his, the podcast and stuff like that, but he mostly uploads on the podcasting, channel. But fingers crossed that, I will get back into the swing of things and start uploading regularly. But again, it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something that you should keep secret or keep to yourself or anything like that. I've learned that if you're open with it, then not only do you realize that there's more people that suffer with anxiety, depression, stuff like that than you realize, but if your friends are aware of it, then they can help you. My friends are aware that I have anxiety, so they know, they can kind of tell the signs of when I'm starting to get really anxious, and they're really good at calming me down and making sure that I'm doing okay and stuff like that. So I definitely think that it's something that should be shared, and not be embarrassed about. But that is all. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments below if this is something that you suffer with, because I like talking to people that suffer from the same stuff that I do, just because you kind of have that bond, because you understand. But give it a thumbs up, and I will hopefully see you guys soon.